What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we have some Destiny 2 news, and of course it's Thursday, so we get the TWAB, and in this one Bungie offers some clarifications about Guardian Games, plus there are some extra details about how the event will work. So we'll talk about those, but also they discuss some changes coming to Strand subclasses inside of Season 21. There are a couple of interesting bits there. They also confirmed the winner of the new exotic ornament vote that took place last week, and on top of that, Trials map voting is happening once again, plus a new emblem is available, and this is related to Bungie's collaboration with Among Us. So we have all of that and a couple of other things to discuss in the video today, guys. As always, I hope you enjoy this one, and if you do, a rating below really does help us out. But without further delay, let's jump into it. And so initially, free emblem time right here, and Destiny Bulletin just shared this. The new Among Us themed airlock invitation emblem is available, and it comes with a Morse code that says Among Us. So you can see the code on screen right there. And as always, you just need to take that code to the Bungie redeem page, and you'll be able to unlock it for your account. Next though, we're going to discuss more Guardian Games stuff in just a moment, but the Destiny 2 team clarified on Twitter, we're excited for Guardian Games to kick off next week, but have one small correction, and the original text from their reveal hinted that depositing medallions specifically would level up crafted weapons. And they say this is incorrect, but there will be a weapon level progression buff active during the event, so if you're looking to level up any craftable weapons, then with Guardian Games next week, it will be a good time to make a bit of progress with them. We'll discuss more of the details about Guardian Games in just a moment, but next up, Bungie say if you are signed up to receive Bungie emails, look out for a Trials map vote starting on May 2nd. And for Trials of Osiris next weekend, they've got Rusted Lands, Convergence, or Disjunction as available maps for the community to vote for. I'm certain that one or two of those maps will be more popular than perhaps other options. Let us know what you think down below. But getting a bit more interesting here, Bungie say for upcoming Strand updates, the Sandbox team jump in to make a patch notes clarification and provide a quick preview of an ability balance article that they'll be posting next week. So, in terms of clarifying changes to Ashes to Assets and hands-on armor mods in patch notes released last week, they say the patch made it sound like when both Ashes to Assets and hands-on are equipped, only one of the mods will work, but in reality, these mods can still be used at the same time, and the change here is that defeating an enemy specifically with a grapple melee will no longer double dip and count as both a grenade and a melee kill. And this change was made to make grapple melee consistent with how other abilities in the game interact with these mods. But in terms of future changes, they say they're generally happy with how Strand is performing, but in the short term, they're making some Strand changes in Season 21 as part of a larger ability balance pass. So in terms of a preview, for Grapple, they're reducing the base cooldown from 105 seconds to 82 seconds, and reducing the minimum time between grapple activations from 2.5 seconds to 0.2 seconds. So overall, we're going to be able to grapple quite a bit more on those base cooldowns, which I'm sure a lot of players will consider a positive change. Let us know what you think about that. But for Strand Hunters and Threaded Spike, they say they are increasing damage versus PvE enemies by 55%, and they're also increasing projectile travel range before beginning to return to the player by 30%. And on top of that, they're slightly reducing the speed of the dart as it returns to the player to make catching it easier. But also, they're increasing the energy gain for catching the dart based on the number of enemies hit, and it will also now pierce Cabal Phalanx shields. So actually, overall, positive changes right there for Strand. And it looks like that is a smaller preview of a bunch of changes that they plan to reveal in a blog post next week. So that's going to be a good one for us to look out for, and as always, I'll keep you posted. But for now, give us your thoughts on those updates down below. Moving on though, last week Bungie offered a vote for a new exotic ornament, and of course Witherhoard, Thunderlord, and Izanagi's Burden were up for grabs. And the community has voted for a new Witherhoard ornament, which isn't entirely surprising, it's a very popular weapon. Bungie say the vote wasn't as close as they'd hoped for, and we can see Witherhoard got 45% of the vote, with Thunderlord getting 36 and Izanagi's Burden getting 19. So absolutely Witherhoard is the most popular option there. And that will be receiving a new ornament. I believe Bungie will preview that to us, probably in a few months' time from now, before eventually producing it and putting it into the game. So give us your thoughts about that down in the comment section. Also today though, we get a few more technical details about Guardian Games for the year. And so Bungie say, of course the basics of the event are to play the game, earn medallions, and dunk them into the podium so your class wins the day, then the week, and of course the event overall. But they highlight that we will have the chance to earn 2 Guardian Games weapons while doing all of that, and those will drop either when turning in medallions or when completing activities in the event playlist. And as we've seen with previous events, the weapons do tend to drop quite regularly, giving us better chances at the roles that we're after. And the breakdown right here also includes a better look at the new weapon, which is the Taraxipas, the first legendary Strand scout rifle, and they say it's a lightweight frame with some amazing perk combinations. It is a pretty cool looking weapon, of course, an Omolon scout rifle, but on top of that they say the Void Title SMG is back with new perks. And that includes things like Repulsor Brace. And we went over some of those bonuses in our recent video, so we won't cover all of those again right here, but I will link it down below. On top of that, we also get a better look at some of the armor for the event this year, so slightly more close-up images, firstly of the Hunter, and then we have the Titan, and of course eventually the Warlock. And players have discussed that these aren't dissimilar to sort of SRL-themed gear that we've seen in the past. Otherwise, they are relatively basic armor pieces. Give us your thoughts about them down below. And they also talk about high scores, and they say strike scoring was introduced in last year's Guardian games, with it making a comeback this year with updated milestones, challenges, and new strike medals. And in terms of strike scoring and how it works, they say earning high scores will unlock potent buffs for your weapons and abilities, so even if you don't get your desired score the first time, you can keep trying and take advantage of those boosts to gain more strike medals, points, and even stronger buffs. And these buffs will work in the Guardian Games playlists. So it's going to be interesting to see what those are like, but another returning aspect of Guardian Games is the 2 split strike playlists. So there'll be the Guardian Games Ops playlist and the Guardian Games Ops competitive playlist. And both are available with regular matchmaking, as well as class-based matchmaking, so you can earn additional rewards. But the competitive playlist will also feature a non-matchmaking option in case you want to compete with a pre-made fire team. Both of the lists will have strike scoring active, the difference being that the Ops playlist features all of the current available strikes, while the competitive playlist will focus on a weekly strike that operates as a Nightfall with modifiers and a hero difficulty scaling. So it'll be interesting to check that out, but there's also going to be a PvP element to this. And so they say a very special Crucible game mode will be available during Guardian Games, which is Supremacy with the option to matchmake by class. So when launching this version of Supremacy, you can matchmake into a team comprised of only your class, so if you're a hunter, you and 5 other hunters will face a team of warlocks or titans. And every guardian that falls will leave a class-branded crest behind, and collecting those is the key to win each match. No matter if they were dropped by a defeated enemy or by a fallen comrade, focus on recovering the crest to earn points and defeat the opposing class. They also say there will be a Supremacy quest and 4 more torches in the tower to light, and so we'll need to deposit medallions at the podium and light torches to earn rewards. For the event card, they say aside from all the scoring, torches, and rewards, the event card is available for free for all players, and that's how you'll be completing challenges and obtaining additional Guardian Games rewards, including 2 new exotic emotes. And by completing every challenge, we'll be able to earn the new title, which is Champ, with some additional triumphs available if you want to guild it. And then if you upgrade the event card for 1000 silver, we'll instantly unlock new rewards, and even more can be unlocked via tickets that we'll earn by completing challenges. Plus they say, if you earn the titles for the latest installments of Solstice, Festival of the Lost and the Dawning, of course you can also earn the Champ title, which will unlock the Reveler title for the very first time. And of course that title does take an entire year in order to earn. And so there we go guys, a better look at Guardian Games details for the year. I'm sure there'll be a few more little tricks to discover once we get into the event next week. But let us know down below if you plan to play and which class you'll be repping for the duration of the event. But otherwise guys, for today, that's everything that we have to speak about in the video. So if you've enjoyed this one, a rating below really does help us out on the channel. Plus, be sure to get subscribed and I'll keep you posted with more Destiny 2 content. Otherwise though, for now, thank you as always for tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.